a well-known site for delivery of wishes and woes, anger and tears. Individuals, civil organizations and political movements across the spectrum brought their causes here. Often demonstrations are merely symbolic. Others demand answers. And sometimes dire straits bring people to this place. Like this group of elderly South Africans. They arrived on a Tuesday morning, the day pensioners are offered discount rates on public transport. The seniors walked here from the bus and train station in the city, their plight as dignified as it was desperate.
We are asking here as the elderly, the pensioners who struggles, who caught themselves by train, by bus, whether you're walking with a helper in your hand, whether you sit in a wheelchair, you are here. And I'm glad everybody is here today, and I thank God that they came. Because hunger is hunger, poor is poor.
I got to sit at ShopRite to ask for money, to help, for food. I feel ashamed to ask people for money.
Many of them begging for survival. They only hope their pleas will be heard. Parliament promised to process the memorandum and entrust it to the relevant committee. Another matter arriving at Parliament, xenophobic attacks. Many joined the MK Military Veterans Association in demanding foreigners and refugees be protected.
Our people have got a right to come and ask for political asylum. They've got a place to run to. So we are saying today to the world and to the people at large, those are our brothers, those are our sisters. Let's stop calling them foreigners. They are Africans.
One of the larger marches to Parliament saw around 3,000 people standing up against crime. With religious leaders and NGOs, they urged Parliament and government to clamp down on corruption. And then there was the longest uninterrupted protest, resulting in physical clashes with police. It came from the very people who keep Parliament running, the staff. From cleaners to committee secretaries to parliamentary researchers, all Nehawu workers down tools over working conditions and performance payouts.
If people from Marikana survived, we will survive as well.
Parliament obtained an interdict ordering strikers off the premises. It ended in a shutdown. Once cooler heads prevailed, protesters were allowed to stay in the precinct. But the work of Parliament was disrupted for more than 3 weeks. Committee meetings and House sittings were constantly rescheduled to the irritation of MPs.
I've been meeting with them almost on a daily basis in order to try and find ways and means as a partner to dealing with the impasse that was there, that was preventing us having a full complement because of the actions that are undertaken.
On behalf of COSATU, I want to come here and pledge to you that if this matter is not resolved today, nobody will come into Parliament tomorrow.
Finally, Parliament put its foot down and striking workers were locked out to picket where other citizens have to, outside. Another passionate issue brought to Parliament, animal welfare. Protesters demanded better protection of rhino and elephants against poachers and tighter legislation to safeguard endangered species. But the protest that made international headlines, the Fees Must Fall campaign. Part of a national protest, Western Cape students marched to Parliament to address Higher Education Minister Blade Nzimande.
All I do is ask for a police officer's name and they want to arrest me. All we want to do is talk to Blade Nzimande.
With the joint sitting of the two houses underway for the midterm budget, students breached Parliament's perimeter. Public order police were roped in and things soon became up close and personal. All hell broke loose. It sent shockwaves through the country. Parliament's image came into question. But Parliament said it's obliged to ensure the National Assembly, a national key point, is kept safe at all costs. Despite a sometimes rowdy year, Parliament remains a symbol of freedom and justice. And whether dapper or desperate, citizens increasingly turn to this institution with their anger, fears and hopes. Abra Barbia, SABC News.